planet. For me, it's the essential form on how we exist and why we exist. It's provided by humans to humans, but also is provided by the whole entire ecosystem to other organisms in order to exist. We are a system and we belong to it, and care is the labor that joins everything together. Care is, for me, the vital process, as I said, for existing in this planet. Nevertheless, in our contemporary society, it's not recognized as the most important thing for our possibility here. So, but architecture is one of those. It provides, as I said, a primary form of care to our bodies. Without, we're not able to exist in this planet. And I've really made my body of work in response to that. No? What is that form of care that is enabling us the possibility to exist here? And also I take it in a further kind of notion, understanding it as kind of, for me, the possibility and the generator of space, and hopefully one day the transformation to our current society. Our current society diminishes that in the terms of production. We exist today in the society of production, in which to exist we need to produce. If we don't produce, we cannot exist in this planet. Nevertheless, to produce, we need to exist first. And that existence relies on the labor of care. What does that mean? All the reproductive care to be born, to then grow up, and then to be nurtured in order to be able to produce, is all the labor that goes behind and before the process of production. Nevertheless, our cities are really designed and completely surrendered in terms of form, but also in the way it's used, to production, not to care. And I have always questioned in the work we do and tried to always put that forward. What is the form, the architectural form, and how this architectural form could transform the city into a city of care that really holds our bodies in full to exist in this planet first and foremost everything else.
So you think that architects have a particular responsibility in this matter and also a power?
Absolutely. I started working because I understood architecture as that in the most, for me, important then unit, which is the places where we live, the domestic spaces. And actually first thinking very shallowly on that as the important nucleus. And now I think as a work evolved in a more profound way, how it's not only that nucleus, we exist in this planet all the time and every moment of our lives, and how then the whole world can be conceived as a place where we live first. And so then the importance of every other space in our society, and how every other space could respond first to that, and then allowing you to become a platform for whatever else becomes after production, maybe.
It was very interesting for me when we had talks about sustainability. In the first moment, I think I talked very often, referring to your work about sustainability, and then it was Alba or Isa, I can't remember, they said, well, we do not like that much the term sustainability because it's just too narrow. It is more like a technical thing. We like to broaden our view, and sustainability is a part, but it's not, you don't want to be put in a circle that is more technical, let's say.
We actually believe that how the term is used today is really contradictory to how what it means. To start with, development. If we kind of judge the society in which we live in today in the terms of what the definition of sustainability is, it's not sustainable. So how can we talk about sustainable buildings if we are based on a society that is not sustainable at all? So for us, the talk is kind of redundant and probably at some points even irrelevant. So if we don't talk integrally on how we're gonna kind of regain kind of the notion of our existence in this planet in tune with our own ecosystem, and change the whole system in full, of thinking. It really probably works better if we do more responsible buildings, of course, but it doesn't produce a systematic change. So we like to talk more in systemic ways and more integral forms of thinking, that rather judging one single building on its own specific characteristics that at the end are kind of even producing the contrary of what they're trying to do.